بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Initially, the preaching of Islam by Muhammad had been confined to Mecca, and his success was rather modest, limited to 170 men and women in the city during a 10-year period. Nevertheless, in 619 during the year of sorrow, his main source of support, his uncle Abu Talib ibn Abd al-Muttalib and his loving wife Hazrat Khadija died.
Now, not just the elite of Mecca attacked Muhammad, but even young children hurled dust and insults at him. Muhammad soon realized that there was no hope left for the Meccans to accept his religion, and he thus looked to the south, to the sister city of Taif, for the preaching of Islam. So Muhammad and his adopted son, Zayd ibn Haritha, went to Taif to invite the people there to Islam. Muhammad was received by the three, Abd Yalal, Masudi, and Habib. Their father was Amr bin Umair Thaqafi, chiefs of the local tribes of Taif, and they let him freely have his say. However, they paid little heed to his message. After a while they even showed signs of apprehension lest his welcome in Taif might embroil them with the Meccans, so they left him to be dealt with by street urchins and the riffraff of the town. By rejecting Muhammad's religion, the people of Taif ordered their children to throw rocks and stones at Muhammad and Zayd ibn Haritha to make them leave the city and never come back. Muhammad and Zayd ibn Haritha were finally turned out by mocking and jeering crowds. The rocks that were thrown at Muhammad and Zayd by the Taif children caused them to bleed. Both were wounded and bleeding as they left Taif behind them. Muhammad bled so profusely from the stoning that his feet became clotted to his shoes and was wounded badly. Once Muhammad and Zayd ibn Haritha were outside the city walls, Muhammad almost collapsed. They went a short distance outside of the town and stopped in an orchard that belonged to two Meccans, Utbah and Shayba, sons of Rabi'ah, who were there at the time. The owners of the orchard had seen Muhammad being persecuted in Mecca, and on this occasion they felt some sympathy toward their fellow townsmen. They sent a slave, named Anas, who took Muhammad into his hut, dressed his wounds, and let him rest and recuperate until he felt strong enough to resume his journey across the rough terrain between Taif and Mecca. It was there that the angel Gabriel came to him with the angel of the mountains and said that if Muhammad wanted, he would blow the mountains over the people of Taif, or crush the people of Taif in between the mountains. Prophet Muhammad prayed, "O Allah, to thee I complain of my weakness, my lack of resources and my lowliness before men. O most merciful! Thou art the Lord of the weak and thou art my Lord. To whom wilt thou relinquish my fate? To one who will misuse me? Or to an enemy to whom thou hast given power over me? If thou art angry with me, then I care not what happens to me. Thy favor is all that counts for me. I take refuge in the light of thy countenance, by which all darkness is illuminated. And the things of this world and next are rightly ordered. I wish to please thee until thou art pleased. There is no power and no might save in thee." The owners also told their Christian slave named Addis from Nineveh to give a tray of grapes to the visitors. Muhammad took the grape, and before putting it into his mouth he recited what has become the Muslim grace, "In the name of God, ever gracious, most merciful." Arabic Bismillah ar-Rahman, ar-Rahim. Addis became curious and inquired about the identity of Muhammad, who presented himself. The conversation that ensued led Addis to declare his acceptance of Islam, so that Muhammad's journey to Taif did not prove entirely fruitless. He stayed preaching to the common people for 10 days. Muhammad sent Zayd to seek asylum, Arabic, istijara, for him among 4 nobles in the city. 3 of them, Abd Yalal ibn Abd Kalal and then Akhnas ibn Sharik and Suhal ibn Amr, refused, but the 4th one, Mut'im ibn Adi, responded. Mut'im ordered his sons, nephews, and other young men of his clan to put on their battle dress and then marched, in full panoply of war, at their head, out of the city. He brought Muhammad with him, first into the precincts of the Kaaba, where the latter made the customary 7 circuits, Arabic, Tawaf, and then escorted him to his home.